Hey guys, it's Lewis from AchievementHunter.com on the community video section of the site, and I'm here to show you a quick achievement in the Toy Story 3 game. So here we have the Buzz Lightyear level. We're going for the Space Ranger Elite achievement. Now this achievement is to go to Zurg's base without losing all of your health. Kinda easy, but kinda difficult at the same time. So here we have a loading screen with Buzz Lightyear, the best character in Toy Story, if I say so myself. And the loading screen is kind of long, so we're just staring at Buzz smiling. And here we have a quick cutscene, you can skip that. And the beginning of the level, we have Buzz Lightyear flying through this canyon here. And you're going to learn how to shoot your blaster. We're going to start shooting some meteors. So here we are flying, shooting some meteors. Now, the thing you have to learn about this level is there are two main parts. This is the first part, kind of short compared to the second part, as you're going to see later on. So the beginning, we're flying through this canyon, shooting, and you're kind of learning the flying mechanic for Buzz Lightyear. You don't do it often, so it's kind of a fun little thing here. If you ever watch the cartoon, I don't know what it's called, it's like Buzz Lightyear Space Cadets, I think it was called, back in the day. It's that like story where he has his brother or it's his friend, whatever, in the Space Cadets. So here we're flying through here, and we're blowing up some meteors left and right. Now we're going to start dodging these walls. As you can see, you press the A button, you go up and down. Now you can't dodge up and down, you can only dodge left to right. You see him flying left and right. And of course, I go down, I don't come up, hit the rock there, go down. So remember, the achievement here is to get all the way to Zurg's base without losing all your health. The good thing is, as you can see, I get hit there and I pick up health. There is health kind of sprayed around here. It's not a lot, like you can't just, be at like 5% health and then just run over and like find health wherever you want. It's kind of sprinkled around where you can get hit a few times and find health. So here we're flying, we're still flying. You'll know this is the end of the first part when there's a barrel roll at the end. This is kind of lengthy. It's not as long as the second part. So that's going on there, flying, dodging left and right. See, I hit the wall there, go down. Gets kind of complicated in a second where you're going to have to be going through little corners like here. Now, the thing I like about the first part is if you're watching this trying to get this achievement, the beginning section is kind of the same. There's no difference. If you watch it and memorize all my movements, you'll be able to blow through this in a second. So here we know it's the end because he does a little barrel roll, he'll say something, and there's a cutscene there. So now we're at part 2 of the mission, and this is kind of easy. It's just going to Zurg's base, but as you see here, there's meteors crashing back and forth. For this part here, you don't have to worry, you just have to keep running forward. There'll be a section where you have to jump in a second. If you wait for it, and crash, and there should be a second crash, and you're going to have to jump over a ledge here. So now you're getting into the run and jump part of the mission, which is kind of the tedious part. So see you hover, and small cutscene. And we're still trucking on, running up this ledge here in a second, and we're going to hop off and get onto this other ledge. Now, this part is going to set up for the whole rest of the mission. It's going to be jumping on floating rocks, the rocks are going to break, and you're going to have to jump from rock to rock. So after this quick cutscene of what looks like the sun's coming to like destroy Buzz Lightyear, we're going to see, this kind of takes a second, see Buzz emerging out of the light there because he's Buzz Lightyear and he can do whatever he wants. This is the whole second part of the level here. It's floating rocks. So this is the part where you really want to pay attention to where you're jumping and where you're landing, because as you see there, you're going to land on some rocks, they're going to break apart, and try not to stand too long on the cracks, because as you see, there will be rocks that will float apart, and you're going to want to double jump and float. Here, when you see rocks with green lights, you're going to A to jump and hit Y, and you're going to smash like in Mario. So you're going to smash those rocks, create little blocks there for you to land on. Try not to crack the rock on the break, because as you see, there'll be pieces that fly away, and you don't want to be standing on the crack when it floats away, because you'll fall, you'll die, and then you won't get the achievement. So here there's an exploding crystal. Now the thing with the aim and shoot in the game is it's not center. There's a small circle in the middle that you think the laser will kind of follow, and it's not like that. It's kind of off to the top, and as you see here, there's a kind of running gun type thing with these robots that'll appear. Now the first 2 times you get into these fights, they're pretty random in where they land. Like when you get to this part in level, your robots might not be behind you like they were for mine. I've done this level like 3 times before I actually got a solid run through, and they all appeared in different areas. So here we're going to land on this rock here. It's going to separate, and we're going to hop over to this ledge. Going to hop over to this ledge, and this is pretty much the same. It's the robots in the first 2 sections of fighting. You'll see in the next section they're pretty random. Now these bombs here, you can shoot them and blow them up. As you can see, I'm trying to aim my thing, and it's pretty wonky aiming, and the bomb won't blow up until you get close to it and it spreads out. So here I'm trying to shoot this crystal. See, I had it on center and I realized it wasn't doing it. So you have to go a little bit down, and it'll explode and create a new area for you to hop and hover to. So we're hopping and hovering. If you look over to the right, you see that blue orb looking thing that's kind of flashing. That's health. So if you go into the first fight and you lose some health, it's there for you to grab. If you're like me, you really don't need it. So you see the bomb there with the little like spokes coming out of it. That's when you know you can blow it up. Now the thing with these bombs and the exploding crystals, don't stand too close to them, because when they explode, they'll take away some health. So here I'm shooting this crystal. It's going to explode eventually and create a walkway. Don't be like me and forget to shoot that crystal directly in the middle of the screen. See, I shoot the bomb. I forgot to shoot the crystal, because that crystal is going to create a walkway from this ledge to that rock to get to the other ledge. So as you see here, I'm confused because I forgot to hit that crystal there, and I see it. I don't see it yet, but I guess I saw it. There, I see it right there. And now I'm running back to go get it. So I'm floating. At this point, you'll cross over the health, and you're going to blow up this bomb here like I'm going to. Now, don't worry about picking up health if you already have too much health, because you won't pick it up, as you see there. So if you're anything like me and you forget to break the crystal and you lose some health, you can always run back and get that one. Alright, and you see it's going to make that ledge go over there. So hopping and hovering, a lot of hopping and hovering. The trick to making sure you get on the ledge is if you look down under Buzz, you'll see a shadow. And right when you see that shadow above the ledge, just drop down. You're not going to move forward, you're not going to move backwards, you're going to fall straight down onto the ledge. Hop over that bomb, hover there, and go over there, miss a coin, because, you know what, forget it, we don't need those coins. Now, if you get confused with the exploding crystals here, if you don't know which one to shoot, shoot all 3, but you'll notice that there is one crystal that looks like it's going to blow out of the ground. Hit that one, it'll explode. So you see there's little like minion things that pop out of the ground. You shoot them, and you can see I keep missing, hit it, and you want to hop over those like waves that come out of it. Walk over to these rocks, you're going to AY combo, hit the rock into the ground, and it's going to make the vortex a little stronger, so that way you can hop onto the next rock. And as I said before, these robots will show up randomly on the, I guess you could call it the arena, but just note that there will always be 2 that are next to each other. It doesn't matter where they spawn, there will always be 2 that are right next to each other. And you can see I got hit by that one, or I got hit by one of them before. And if you shoot that crystal, it'll explode like that, and it'll blow them up. And now you don't have to worry about fighting anymore, so you just want to float over to this rock, and just hover over it, wait, and AY combo, and bam, your vortex is a little stronger. And now there's robots coming up. There's another fight that goes on, but I ran into the vortex, and I went straight to the next part. which it'll make the robots go away. So if you're like me and you're going for time here, so I didn't go to like 20 minutes just fighting robots, you could just go into the vortex and the robots will disappear and you go into the next section. So here you're floating to each section. This is the part where I must have died 4 times trying to get a solid run through and not die. So you just want to find the best option here to get to the next level. I went left and I found that was not the best option. It takes time, obviously. You're staring at me just standing on this rock waiting. But I think if you go right, they go in a counterclockwise type of rotation, and I think it makes it a little easier for you to get to the ledge. So you see here I'm waiting for this bomb show up. Thing with the shooting is you can't run and gun. You have to aim. And when you aim, it won't auto-lock until it's directly in front of you or within a good amount of distance to where it'll auto-lock. So you can't just run and gun. You have to aim, and you can't jump when you aim. You'll see that later in the guide. Jump over the coins, because you know at YOLO we don't need any coins. Shoot that guy, jump over that, and see, I'm going to shoot this guy too. Run over to this crystal here. Make sure you want to stand back so you don't get hit by the explosion. Blow it up, and I was standing right on a rock that shows up. So all these guys will show up. I'm not entirely sure if they show up randomly, because there's a lot of them. 2 or 3 shots will take them out. I think 3 shots takes out the smaller guy. 2 shots will take out the bigger guy. Now, as you can see here, there's little minions. There's the robots we were fighting earlier that kind of shoot rockets. And there's a dude that shoots like a wraith bomb from Halo. And when it hits the ground, it makes this purple boom. You'll see it in a second. Yeah, make sure you get the minions to blow themselves up, because if there's dudes following you, they'll blow up too, except for the dude I just shot, because, you know, he is the Ulta robot and he doesn't follow the rules. So here I'm trying to, you know, fight the people while getting the rocks. At one point I just kind of give up and I go for the rocks. See here, go for this rock. You don't have to do the rocks in this order, it's just the way I did it. Blow up this crystal and double kill. And I'm not close enough to this guy. So here you see, as I'm aiming, I can't jump. You can only shoot, which kind of sucks. So see, I wasn't paying attention. If you notice, I got knocked over because that guy shot a bomb. Get a bunch of kills there. And I stopped caring about fighting, trying to get to this rock, and just watch the stupidity of me being knocked off my rock as I was trying to do my combo. So, I dashed too. I don't know how I did that, but I dashed. As you can see here, the fighting with the robots doesn't take a lot of health from you. As you can see, I've been hit a few times and I'm already down to half health. So you really don't have to worry about losing your health. Just be mindful of how many robots are, you know, around you. Because I think there's 2, yeah, I'm fighting 2 right now. It's not a big deal. I can run around and not really care. 2 shots to that guy, he blows up, and we're going to turn around and kill this guy because it's getting kind of annoying. So yeah, after that, you don't have to worry. I think there's 3 waves we just saw. And if you get the little minions that blow themselves up, knocks out a wave for you. So here we are floating to each rock. And yeah, make sure you get the closer of the rocks to the left of the vortex. It'll make the vortex stronger, obviously, and you can float to the outer rocks, like this one over here. It'll fly straight up. And we go to this one. AY combo again, and this guy's going to show up with rocket launchers. It's a new type of robot that shoots rockets. 2 shots to this guy, he's done. And the camera is pretty wonky if you own the game. Don't expect a straight behind you camera. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out where everybody is. Make sure you run and gun type deal, even though you're aiming. You can't like hip fire. So just make sure you're constantly moving. The rockets are pretty slow. Whatever little bullets are shooting at you, it looks pretty fast. They're pretty slow. Just don't be stupid like me and run straight into them. that wave is done. So we're going to, I don't know what I was doing here. I was like looking around for anything. And we're going to float over to this ledge here, which is going to be the end of the achievement. But this goes on for a little bit because I couldn't figure out what to do next. Because I hadn't played the game, I want to say a year or so. So when this door opens up here, don't be like me and wait for something else to happen. Just, eventually I figure it out. Just jump straight down, and there you go, 25 gamer score, Space Ranger Elite. And I tried doing a spin, as you can see, I was too late. And open up Toy Story, see all the games I've been playing, and there you go, Space Ranger Elite for Toy Story 3. So do a little spin there, and thanks guys, hope you enjoyed it.